How's it, guys? We're having some breakfast this morning. Welcome to Russia, by the way. If you haven't been watching the other videos, we're in Russia, in St. Petersburg. Today is the 21st of June, which means it is the longest day of the year. Today, I think I'm gonna try and teach you guys the Russian equivalent of the alphabet. So not the Cyrillic alphabet, but for example, in Russian or Cyrillic, A is A. English, B in Cyrillic is W. What? For example, on this bottle here, we've got aqua. Aqua. Like aqua, like water. But it reads as aqua. In what's the normal alphabet called? Latin. The Latin alphabet. For breakfast this morning, we've got a little bit of yogurt. We had this yesterday. It's absolutely delicious. We've got some grapefruit. We've got a little bit of banana. We've got some knife. I absolutely love these old school Russian cars. Don't know what it is about them. I think it might just be their shape. When the parking situation doesn't work for you, you make it work for you. Alright. This guy heading off to Milan. My total experience with Russians prior to today has been through that medium of playing computer games. And they don't have the best rep on the internet. Any of you that play computer games will know this. They tend to lose their cool and swear a lot in Russian, of course, which is how I know a couple Russian swear words. But I must say that I have found that the general population is not quite like the online population or the online gaming population, and that they're actually rather pleasant people. So there's a nice little stereotype breaker for you there. Here's another cool old school little car. And check this building here.
It's called Red Bridge.
Yeah, Red Bridge.
Le Rouge Pont.
Okay. Well, it says Au Pont Rouge, which is yeah. And why is it called that?
Because look at this.
No, man. But okay. I just wanted to let you guys know a lot of the architecture in St. Petersburg. I can't tell you exactly which because I'm not that good with architecture. But the guide yesterday on the walking tour was saying that when they were sort of constructing the bigger buildings and buildings of higher importance, they were often using European architects, like French architects, French designers, Italian architects, because they didn't want St. Petersburg to look like a Russian city, like Moscow. They wanted it to look like a European city because they wanted to fit into the rest of Europe. So that's also a fun fact because I didn't know that. In terms of, I always thought, I don't know why, I just guess I kind of put things together in my own head, but I always had this idea that Russia was always like a Russia first, Russian pride, whatever. But so back in the day when they were building things, they were using foreign architects so that they could fit in. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. They started building in 1703.
Started building in 1703. Verified. We're heading back in the direction of the Admiralty building over here. So obviously it's the Admiralty building. What they told us was that this is administrative building now, so you can't go in it. But it's the head of the Navy. Yeah?
Yeah.
Verified.
All of the naval forces.
All of the naval forces. Yeah. So the lights here, first mode, Akimbo Red Man. Here we go. Okay, let's check. So he's running at a certain pace, right? And then he goes, yeah, go, and he speeds up. So we are back at the Winter Palace, and then on the right, behind this corner, there is l'Ermitage. And what are we doing today, Dad? What's the plan?
We're going to look at some paintings painted by the dead people.
Well, I think they were probably alive when they painted it, but exactly that. So this whole installation here, I don't think I realized yesterday, but I think this might be the Fan Fest. Obviously, if you're not aware yet and you haven't watched any of my other videos, it's the FIFA World Cup at present, so there's lots of activities going on related specifically to that. Here we go. Entrance. Obviously. Side note, this letter right here is a sh. SZCZ, so the middle four letters of my surname. Yes?
That's correct.
Verified. Look at this place. This is just like the entrance hall. We got the tickets that'll get us into the Winter Palace as well as the Hermitage. A lot of stairs. If you didn't catch me saying it yesterday, this museum is the second largest in the world. second only to the Louvre, which is in Paris, where I live. Alright, we're off to go find the Spanish exposition. We're currently in the room of French pastels of the, 19th and 20th century. And I declare this one the winner by Degas. Just not to do with like jokes aside and stuff, but it's magnificent. He did a very good job. No, but the textures and the Edgar Degas, 1834 to 1917, called After the Bath. Yeah, very much a fan. So here's another Degas. You see there's difference in terms of the textures and how he's shaded and stuff. This one, I like that he's just gone in with the pastels, you know. This one here is Picasso's Boy with the Dog, aptly named, and my dad has a story about it.
No, I've got the story about the other one, which he painted, which is Lady with the Dog. This is one of his early works, 1903. But Lady with the Dog is just a line across the canvas. And somebody asked him, where is the lady, where is the dog? He said, lady just passed, the dog is still behind.
We've just stepped into an exhibition that has tons of Monet. So I think you guys know what that means.
This is like one of your photos.
It is like one of my photos, yeah. Huh. I know this dance move though. Do you know it?
What clouds are those?
What clouds? Those are cirrus. Potentially alto cirrus. Got it. Yeah. This one is called Barges at Billancourt, which is where have a nice day in Paris. Well, we stay in Boulogne-Billancourt. Yes, I know this effect. That's when you slide the Lux bar all the way over to the right on Instagram. Jean Jouvenot, you sneaky cat. Oh no, don't worry babe, I'm just painting a picture of the still life. Yeah, no, just the lemons and the flowers and the... When your teacher asks you a question in class but you weren't listening, so you just kind of sat there going, This one's apparently called Children of the Painter, but I think it's more like a young Donald Trump. Eh?
I agree.
You agree? Verified. They've got a lot of stuff here, eh? Alright, we have completed the Hermitage. I know it's beautiful. I said it on the way up. But yeah, we've done that. We've clocked that. Did all 3 levels. Beat the big boss. And now we're gonna go get some lunch here, Dad.
Yep.
Verified. Found our lunch place. That is cafe in Russian. It's K-A-F-E. Cafe. So we've gone for solyanka, which is the same soup that I had yesterday. This one has a dollop of sour cream in it. And we've got these little pastries with cabbage, piece of bread. And we both got the same thing. How much did it come to, Dad?
€3.
€3. 216 rubles. Unreal. That's good. For those who are curious, this little pastry is more like a bread roll with cabbage filling baked in. Really good though, really, really good. Thinking about dipping it. Great success, exactly what we both needed. Well, one of us also needed a cigarette. We're now heading to the Winter Palace, which is just across the way here. And we are going to do about another 2-3 hours worth of museuming and looking at art and old stuff. This is definitely the fan park. They're setting it up with all the colors there. But we are going in here, which is opposite. So by the time we come out of this place, I reckon there'll be a game on. We could actually maybe even do a bit of the fan park thing, you know? We are here for the World Cup. What do you think, Dad?
As long as they've got sitting places.
So these markings on the roads are where the Tsars used to race their horse carriages. It's actually a setup, and that's how the Olympics started. Isn't that right, Dad?
What were you saying?
Check out this queue, right? Long. We're not sure if it's to get tickets or if it's to go in, but we already have tickets, so hopefully we can just skip this. Suckers. The museum is so busy today that the only guides that they have are left in French and Russian, so we've gone for French. Have a look at this. It's not excessive at all. We have given up and we finally found the exit. We kind of came and saw what we wanted to see. I didn't really film much of it, just because It's very busy. Okay, nothing is firing at the fan park. The game, keep in mind this watch is an hour behind, is in 10 minutes, but it doesn't seem like anything's really going to be happening, so I think we're going to give it a miss. Also because our feet hurt like nobody's business, and we just need to go home and rest up, isn't that right?
I need it.
You need it. That and a beer, hey?
The second option is even better.
Can you guess what that says? Let me zoom out and you'll know. McDonald's. Jeepers, look at this old building. CCCP. That's USSR. No? Wait, is it? CCCP, Dad?
SSSR.
SSSR.
Соединенные Sovietsky Russia.
Okay.
United States of Soviet Russia.
This is sick. This is a 4x4 version of everything else I've been pointing out. Lada 4x4. Looked cool inside as well. My dad has a joke that he wants to share. This one's also squeaky. That's a true thing, but my dad has an anecdote that he'd like to share with you, which this door has reminded him of. Okay. So?
You know, I'm an engineer, so we engineers always say that you only need three things to maintain something. Duct tape, Q20 and a hammer. If something is moving and it's not supposed to move, you use the duct tape. If something is not moving and supposed to move, you use Q20. If it's still not moving, you hit it with a hammer. If it still doesn't work, must be electrical problem.
While walking around today, I did my best effort to find you guys all the letters of the Russian or Cyrillic alphabet that correlate with the Latin or like English alphabet, but I didn't find all of them. So my original idea was to find you guys all the letters in situ, which funnily enough is Latin for in place, but unfortunately I didn't find all the letters, so I will be substituting the ones that I didn't find with pictures from the internet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Back at Nepiktkekt Sniper Market. No. What's the brand name?
Pierre Krestok.
Pierre Krestok Hypermarket.
Supermarket.
Oh, supermarket. This one's closed. We're just getting bread, which is why we're in the bread section. Some other last bits and bobs for tomorrow, and I think dinner tonight, Dad, we'll just buy some stuff and prepare it in the apartment, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Verified.
Family, yeah?
Yeah, very. Every time we come to our apartment, I always feel like looking down here, you punch in the code and then it's like, were you followed? We've got France versus Peru on the TV. We're making dinner in the flat. A little bit of bread, some chicken, tomatoes, ogurki. And we've got these beans that I'm going to warm up as well. I'm just warming up my chicken. And then mangiamo. For dessert, this is what I've got myself. Some Nesquik chocolate. I'm in two minds about this because I want it to be really good, because then it'll be really good, but if it's really good and then I can never get it again, that kind of sucks. So here's hoping. It's really nice, but I could live without it. Well, let me see. Let me have the second one just to double check, you know? Okay, maybe I'll get another stab before I go, but then I should be fine then. Alright guys, I almost forgot to sign off again. My dad's already asleep. Isn't that right, Dad? I'll check you guys in the morning for another slice of matt where we will be crossing over the border back into Estonia.